You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyhow, it should be live now. Yes.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Perfect. It is alive. For now.
Yes, for now. It's on life support, but it is there.
Yeah. Yeah. Who doesn't like life support?
I mean, Canada apparently.
I think Canada just hates everyone. I think Canada is
Yeah,
that one person that's like super passive aggressive. They just hate everyone. But they're nice about it.
yeah.
Or they
It's like,
try to be.
like, oh hey bud, you got a problem? I'm sorry to hear about that. Go kill yourself.
Yeah. Like, oh, you got cancer? Ah, well. You'll have to wait about 6
It's so
months.
sad to hear. Just kill yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go through chemo, or we have this other option, which is a little bit more comfortable for the user. Call that death.
Like, oh, we have two treatment options. We have the chemotherapy, or we have this really affordable, brass thing. We call it a bullet.
I can just imagine like your chemo's on layaway. Would you like to try a faster option? Let us see. Who else can you throw into the team? Okay, here we go. But yeah, so apparently that's been a big thing with Canada's VA. I guess it's their version of it.
Oh yeah.
It was big in the news a couple weeks ago because they told the soldier who had PTSD, or veteran who had PTSD to basically kill himself.
Yeah, that sounds like Canada.
Medically, of course.
Medically.
Medically. Medically speaking. We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking.
No, I recently so as I'm sure you know, it's old news, but I recently watched some of that Johnny Depp trial stuff because I didn't actually pay attention to any of it while
Yeah.
it was happening. But it popped up in my
Or should you have?
recommendations, so I was like, okay, yeah, fuck it. Let's see these sort of funny highlights. Fuck. I don't know how anybody had the
It's really
patience to.
just kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah, mildly irritating. I don't know how anybody had the patience to sit in that courtroom. Just every time that lady went up.
Well, it's called money, for
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I did, however.
For two, they're wealthy, so people just kind of go with it.
Yeah. I did, however, enjoy watching Amber Heard walk out after getting 47 objections in a fucking row. That was kind of amusing.
Yeah, I really didn't watch any of that at all. I've seen clips of it, and there were people that were like that I'm around that were just fucking following it like it was fucking the OJ case. And stuff.
Yeah, that seemed to be like everybody. Like, I'm amused by some of the highlights, but at the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck.
I mean, I guess it was kind of an important case, really, if you think about it. But
Kind of.
nobody's treating it that way. It's just entertainment.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
all it
actually
is.
what it. Yeah, there was no emphasis on what it actually meant.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. That's kind of the society we live in now. It's just all spectacle.
Yeah.
Anyway, not to be depressing or anything. It's just like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
The lovely sound of cupboards opening and closing. Here, we're gonna do sandwich making ASMR, okay? That's the sound of the bag. Putting the bread on the plate. Scraping a sufficient amount of mayonnaise. Do you feel autistic yet? Are these sounds doing anything for you?
I mean, I can barely hear them.
Well, they're kind of quiet, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm quite literally just actually making a sandwich. It's not like it's gonna be fucking loud.
Yeah.
I kind of thought the mayonnaise charge was loud, though. How about that?
Yeah, a little better.
Washing my knife because I'm too fucking lazy to wash it normally. Putting it on my drying area. Getting some slices of ham.
Ham.
Yeah, hey. Fucking ham. There we go.
I recently had to
Anyway.
up more of my workout with what little I
Yeah?
have. Yeah, now I'm doing 3 sets of 100 instead of
100 what?
reps on everything.
Really?
Yeah, it's irritating. I need more weights. But
I meant like what specific exercises do you do it?
depends on the day.
All of them.
Yeah, pretty much all of them, except for push-ups, which I'm keeping around like 50.
Damn, you don't even pass the 18. Actually, yeah, you do. You pass 42.
Yeah.
It's the RFT you wouldn't pass, you fucking pussy.
I'm guessing that's cardio-based.
RFT?
What is RFT?
Well, I mean, yeah, and the Ranger fitness test.
Oh, yeah, probably not. I probably wouldn't pass that. Maybe, I don't know.
Passing is 58 push-ups, 2 minutes, 69 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and then a 5-mile run in under 45 minutes.
Yeah, the run on the push-ups I think I'd have trouble with.
Yeah. I probably would now, because it's been like fucking several months and I can't really do push-ups right now.
Yeah.
And by can't really, I mean not at all.
Yeah, but hopefully what I'm trying to do is get hired part-time at a gym, and hopefully it'll give me some access without having to pay really anything for it. But basically earning my membership.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
I don't either. but I'm glad to find out. But it would certainly be nice to have some heavier weights.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially
It
since,
is nice.
especially since, in my case, I actually want to be building more strength than hypertrophy. Not too much, but I want to lean a little more towards strength. I also now want to get a, I think it's called a rolling thunder grip.
A rolling, what?
A rolling thunder grip.
I have no idea what that is.
I might be remembering the name wrong, but apparently it's like it's a really wide grip that has like a strap. You hook weights through it. And
Okay.
the whole point, it's a strongman thing. The whole point is it's supposed to work your grip. So it's a really wide handle, so you can't get your hand around it completely, and it spins freely on a chain.
Okay.
So it's supposed to focus a bit more on your grip.
I find that ledge pull-ups do wonders for that.
That would too. That would do good for
You
like finger strength.
you do have to really build up for that though,
Yeah.
because
From what I found, there's grip strength, or there's crush strength, pinch strength, and finger strength, and each one is like a different, like amount you can close your hand, because it uses different little muscles for each step. So like another good way to do it would be to do like what I've been hearing called death grips on everything, where you put your thumb on the other side of the bar. Except for bench presses. Because that's a quick way to kill yourself.
I'm on the other side of the bar.
Of the bar. So instead of grabbing your whole hand around the bar, you bring your thumb to rest on top of the bar.
I got you.
Yeah. But I guess people jokingly call that a death grip. Because I guess a joke is if you do that with a bench press, you're going to just drop the bar on you and crush your chest.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite literally shit there to catch that. Usually.
Yeah. Of course, yesterday was leg day, and that sucked. Specifically for calves, it sucked. Everything else was fine. And this time I did...
You haven't built up having cows yet.
I mean, I've had pretty defined calves initially, but I did more this time than what I usually do. Because I did the 100 weighted, and that was with the 52 pounds I have for the bench, and the 40-pound vest. And then I did 100 of that, then dropped all the weight and did 100 more. And then without resting, immediately went into weighted squats and did the same thing with squats. I did, however, find that walking it off helps a lot more for recovery.
Yeah, because letting your muscles cool down instead of just stopping.
Yeah, and it keeps blood flowing through to the muscles and everything. But it seems to me, I get why people don't like leg day, but I think the day after leg day sucks just a little more. Because then you get all that after workout pain.
Well, after leg day is always the worst.
Yeah.
Leg day itself isn't that bad.
Yeah. It's just
when you
feeling
lay
all the
down
aches
and
and
your ass hurts.
yeah. Well, like right now, I'm having to
When you're
stand
doing
because
like literally nothing.
right now I'm having to stand because my calves feel like they want to cramp up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like 100% the day afterwards, we're just the worst.
Yeah.
Never had a problem with the day of. It's always the day after.
Yeah.
Like drinking.
Yeah. Almost exactly like drinking. Except that one's supposed to be healthy for you. Well, one is healthy for you, but
Well, no one ever said that drinking couldn't be healthy for you.
I think it could have some benefit in moderation. That
I mean, some
wasn't.
people drink like every day their whole life and they live to be fucking 100.
Yeah. Well, actually, I remember hearing there was a study that I guess suggested that white wine helps prevent tumor growth or something.
There's always fucking studies like that. There's
Oh
just
yeah.
bullshit. It's, it's like eating this amount of dark chocolate every day prevents heart, whatever, heart uh, disease and shit like that. It's like,
Yeah. It's
you don't
just an
really fucking
excuse.
know them.
Yeah, you don't really know. It just suggests that. It hasn't been proven. And it's just an excuse for fat people to continue eating the way they do.
No, not really. It's just that the medical industry. Okay, so it. Uh, getting really deep into the weeds on this. Okay,
Okay.
there's only about 6 companies in the United States that own every single fucking product that you buy.
Really?
Each one of those companies, yes, each one of those companies has people in every fucking sector from healthcare and aerospace and weapons manufacture all invested into their fucking products. So
Huh.
guess what? When they want a certain product to sell more because whatever kind of scarcity or demand that they want to meet for, of course, monetary purposes on the back end, there will be a study about it.
Ah, I see.
Yes, corporations and governments work in conjunction with each other to use studies and product placement specifically to affect how people think on a wide scale, either create a demand and then a scarcity, or what they're trying to do is they're trying to basically do it. So, you know what excise taxes are, right?
I believe so.
It's basically a tax put on a product that the government doesn't want you to use.
Okay, yeah, that's about what I thought it was.
It's essentially what they're doing, but using
Ah.
the businesses themselves. And then on top of that, they use CDC, Surgeon General, all that shit.
Yeah.
Basically, what they do is they come together and oh well, a study was recently found that da 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 da. It would like you can see it, especially like if you look at studies on red wine, you'll see study shows red wine reduces risk of heart disease in 2006,
Yeah.
and then in 2009, studies find that drinking red wine every day increases your chance of heart disease by this much. And then again, you'll see 4 years later, 5 years later, or even a couple months later, well, this study finds it's all horseshit.
Yeah.
Really, if it's a European study, then I'd say you can feel free to trust it a little bit more,
But still
but
probably
it's
take it
still
with a grain
not
of salt.
perfect. Yeah, because in their case, they're usually flawed because science always changes, right?
Yeah.
But when we're talking about American publications, they're usually used to drive specific changes that certain people want to see. And it
Okay.
happens in Europe too. Europeans think they're so fucking untouchable, but they're not. It's just that they're a little bit more trustworthy. There's more independent science that goes along with it. And
Yeah.
that's usually where you can find more snippets of truth is with individual studies and not like this study from Harvard. No, that's not. And then even then, it's always it's always best with everything to investigate information you receive that you want to what you want to trust in believing by investigating it down to the smallest iota you can,
Yeah.
because it can say independent study, but then it turns out that independent study was actually funded at an independent or was an independent group studying it, but was funded by someone like Harvard or Stanford or someone else or some business or something else.
Yeah.
You always have to study that shit.
Yeah, it's always good to double check.
Yeah. Not just double check, but verify that.
Yeah.
Like even where
Make
you're
sure.
even when you double check the information you double checked with might be wrong. So you have to
Yeah. Have to
verify
actually
that too.
confirm that it's accurate to some degree, or to any degree, or
Precisely.
what degree it's accurate is probably a better way to put it.
Yeah. That's about all you can do. But yeah, it does get difficult and irritating sometimes because of how much fucking information is out there. That's just not true. And intentionally false. Not even like it's just, oh well, they were wrong about this 90 years ago. I mean, like shit that's just
Yeah.
it's always quite bothersome. And that's why most people don't do it.
Also, because it takes it takes a bit. It's time people don't want to
Yeah,
take
no, that's
to do something.
that's what I'm saying. It requires effort. People don't want to put in the effort.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, that's why most things are the way they are. 'Cause people just don't want to put effort in.
Yep. That's pretty much
They would rather
that's everything.
they'd rather someone tell them something than actually fucking figure out for themselves.
Yeah, they'd rather get the answer rather than do the work. But that's what everything in life boils back down to, is whether or not you'll put in the effort.
And if you're willing to pay for the results, but not the actual effort itself.
Yeah. When the reality is the effort is the payment.
Well, it's the result of the effort, not the effort itself, per se. Some people enjoy the effort, of course. Like that's a thing.
Yeah.
But what I mean is like in pretty much anything, people are willing to pay for the result without putting in the effort.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
And sometimes the result is giving away something that you didn't want to give away.
Yeah.
And that's usually called liberty. Just never mind those little things that you so desperately don't understand how often you use,
Yeah.
and how very, very in danger they constantly are, but just, criticize everything about the institution that you live under that does protect them, and use the institution to fight itself.
Then gives you the right to complain about it.
Precisely. Not just complain about it, but to actively go about disliking what somebody says so much that you use that system in itself to dismantle that system to the deficit of that person so much that you don't even look at the fact that the water is rising around your feet too.
Yeah.
Like, the world is a dreaded place.
Yeah.
I will not be sad to see it disappear.
Yeah.
But in lighter news, Pope Francis not arrested today for fucking a kid, so I guess that's always nice.
Yeah. One of them finally managed to keep their hands to themselves.
Well, I don't know if he has or not. It's just that he hasn't been arrested for it yet.
True.
that is about all I know on that subject.
That, and of course, the Queen of England dying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
whatever.
Yeah. Honestly, I tended to forget she was alive to begin with.
She was only alive for the memes.
Yeah. Have you seen that one? I guess it's like a Dark Souls meme, but it's the Queen of England. She's holding a fucking great sword, and it's oh shit, she's got a second phase.
I haven't.
I like that one. That's probably more funny than me because I actually play the Dark Souls games, but I found that very amusing.
I've been fucking entranced with the IRA memes. Those are great.
Yeah.
Basically, any one of the Irish TikTokers like fucking going after the Queen now, and it's like
I would
I
not be
enjoy this.
surprised. That's not surprising in the slightest.
I don't know if it was real or not, but apparently it was on somebody's TikTok that I was coming across, and it said that The Rock put out a tribute to the Queen of England, and it's like he's saying like, oh, how she ruled longer than any English queen, and how it's sad that she won't get to see Black Adam, which is in theaters September 21st. He apparently got banned off of Twitter or some shit for like a couple hours.
That's ridiculous.
Got a little pee slap.
It is funny.
I hope it's true. I hope it's true. It probably isn't, but I hope it is. Anyway, back to depression.
Yeah.
Alright, actually, I'm working on eliminating some terrorists.
Everyone's favorite best friend, depression.
And everyone's favorite pastime, eliminating terrorists.
Yes.
See, it's better to combine them.
Yeah. One solves the other.
Eliminating terrorists while being depressed. Oh, that door is open now.
Ooh, a door.
That door was not open before. But there is nobody inside. Where could he be? Is he in the corner? Is he about to be dead? There is nobody here. What the fuck? Why was that door open? Must be the ghost of Jihadi past. Two more rooms. Which one do you think has the terrorist inside?
The one on the far right.
Both rooms are on the far right.
The bottom far right.
Okay. It looks like a kitchen, but you might be correct. Alright, little old lady, time to get your shit scared out of you. Going dynamic into this room. Not really. I mean, yes, but also no. The answer was both.
Oh.
Oh, I lost a person. I used them to live to get the final star, and they just died. Okay. Maybe we can speed this up. maybe speed run a little. Dead terrorists, you know.
I believe this is called a nuke.
I believe it's called fracking grenade.
Ooh, fun.
Oh my god!
Hmm.
That blew up the whole wall. That compound is now open completely, and everyone inside of it is dead.
It went from being a compound to an open field.
It went from being a compound to basically a garage. It just blew down like a whole, or not even a garage, it's more of a carport. Okay, I'm dead. I'm about to find the cover, so I can't dominate through from outside. Moving to new cover. This is called a breaching gear sound. Time to break out the window, kill people inside. So fast.
Yay. I'm crashing into a river with a wingsuit.
I mean, that's a success in its own right.
I suppose it's not a deadly crash, necessarily.
Per se.
I suppose it would depend on how fast you landed into the water.
And also how high, and
At what angle?
you know, all the other physics terms that you can come up with. That room is empty now. Time to go somewhere else to kill the people.
Shit. I was kind of hoping it would rain this week. It hasn't rained here. Hardly at all, though. At least, not even. It hasn't even rained hard enough to get the ground wet.
Well, I mean, they say Gamora is a cursed land.
Yeah. That sucks. I bet LA's getting plenty of rain right now. What with their hurricane and all.
Hurricane, huh?
Yeah, I guess there's a hurricane in Southern California right now.
Sure, okay.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah, what that is there? The word that you use whenever you can't corroborate something because it's probably bullshit.
Probably.
Okay, frag grenade into the room. If there was a person in there, there's not anymore. There's not a person in that room anymore either. But just to be sure, and room's empty. I don't know why doors are randomly opening in this game right now, but it's not. It's very disconcerting, actually.
Ghosts.
It's like the third time it's happened, and this is not meant to be like a ghost game in any way whatsoever.
It's the ghosts of terrorists past come to try their luck again.
Well, all the living terrorists are now dead, so they didn't do their job well enough.
Like, how are we supposed to blow ourselves up? We're already dead.
They're like, Mohammed, we have no fingers, we cannot press the button.
Anywho.
Anywho.
So, I'm curious, because I had this thought,
Yes.
like, the middle of last night, randomly. Would you agree in thinking that a churro cheesecake would be awesome?
A churro cheesecake?
Yes, like a cheesecake made, like, the breading's made with, like, fried dough, it's got,
Yeah.
like cinnamon apple glazing over the top.
Yes. That would be delicious.
I don't know why, I just randomly thought about that last night. Just randomly, I was like, I like that, that's cool, that's a good idea. I should try that somehow.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. I'd eat the fuck out of a churro cheesecake. Oh, this shit.
I also saw another cool game that's supposed to be coming out next year that caught my eye. It's another like Souls-like game. Not quite Souls-like, but it's like inspired clearly. But it's Chinese mythology.
Oh.
And apparently they've done quite a bit of research to make it as close to mythology as possible. And I guess it's like a retelling of the Monkey King. Because that story hasn't been done 100 times over, but it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, even Goku's the Monkey King. Like,
yeah.
definitely overplayed on that one. But
Oh yeah.
whatever, man.
It does seem like a pretty good game. They've got like a YouTube channel where they're doing like demo releases and stuff, or like showing off the game. But supposedly it's supposed to come out in May of next year.
I see.
It's called Black Myth Wukong.
Well, now I know why they got the mythological accuracies all right. Which are from fucking China.
Yeah. No, it's a Chinese game, yeah.
Like, nobody outside of China would name a game Black Myth, blah, blah, blah. You know, no one's doing that. Well, except for maybe Japan. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, no, from what I saw, the game doesn't even have an English version. I think it's all in Chinese. For now, at least.
Yeah, that's,
But it's certainly an interesting looking game.
So why did I do that? That's what I want. There we go. Hmm.
So this game's supposed to be like in California-ish, and it's
Yeah.
I'm riding through, I guess Sequoia Park or something. Nowhere near this
Hmm.
green or snowy, ever.
Sequoia?
Yeah, I
It
mean it
depends on the
happens.
time of year you go, but yeah.
Depends on the time of
It
year,
also
but
depends on the altitude, because Sequoia goes pretty fucking high up, man.
yeah. I don't know. I'm just used to California looking a lot more tan than green. Because of all
I
the
mean,
delightful
yes.
drought.
It just kind of, I mean, obviously, you know, it depends on the season.
Yeah, it depends on the season.
It's not always ugly.
Not always. It has its moments every once in a while.
On the occasion. Alright, I want Mr. Machine Gun to be here. There you go. Excellent. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, it's a Ubisoft game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually make things way greener than they usually are,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's
I
not like
like the
Sequoia is
colors.
like that ever.
Yeah.
It's just a
It's just not
saturation
very
thing.
it's just not very often that it's green. Again, because of time of year and conditions and such. Be nice if it was though.
Yeah, usually it happens when you create a set of infrastructure that intentionally creates a drought, and then don't do anything preventative to prevent fires that damage said infrastructure.
Yeah. Well, I guess
And
now
then
what they're gonna do is fucking start running power lines underground.
that doesn't work.
It does not, but they're already showing PG&E is already showing ads like, oh, it's becoming clearer and clearer that it's safer and fire risk zones to run lines
Okay,
underground.
but here's the thing: fires are supposed to happen. It's just they let them get wildly out of control and they destroy a bunch of shit. Like if you do it
Yeah,
occasionally in the right spots, controlledly, or let's say, hey, like maybe let loggers log
yeah.
so
Get
they
rid of
can
the
take
dead
down a
trees
bunch of
and
old
shit.
growth that's just causing a bunch of buildup, and let new trees grow, which also keeps the environment healthy.
Yeah, but they don't care about that. They care more about the money.
Well, I mean that's very obvious. It's always what it's been about.
Yep. They're gonna start getting some shit soon though. They
No, they'll never get shit.
well they started putting out texts, and I guess some people are very upset about hearing it. But I guess they're saying, oh, the power grid's a little stressed. We may have to do rotating outages. So we'll shut off one section for a couple hours, and then we'll turn that back on, and we'll shut off another section for a
They've
couple
done
hours.
they've done son of a bitch. They've done that for years, man. That's not a new
Yeah,
thing.
no, I know, but
Like yeah, people are gonna get frustrated about it, sure, but it's not anything that's never happened before.
I feel like part of it is they don't do their fucking jobs. That would fix. That would mean they wouldn't have to probably if they did their fucking
Well,
jobs.
they don't do their jobs, and then government bureaucracy gets in the way of actually like industries that actually help prevent these things. And then on top of that, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they
Yeah,
don't understand like the actual like the way that shit actually works here from the standpoint of how the biosphere here functions.
yeah,
And it certainly doesn't function by allowing a bunch of fucking growth that bundles together, gets dry and dies, and only grows if there's fucking fire. Number one, like
yeah.
quite literally, only grow, like the seeds only fucking open and to become non-dormant when there's fucking fire.
Yeah.
Let's just ignore that and let the problems keep accumulating. Oh yeah, but while we're at it, we're gonna make the people in the areas affected by fucking most affected by smog pay all these extra taxes on shit, and the areas causing the smog, we're not gonna make them do anything.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna
Ridiculous.
blame this area, or we're gonna blame this particular industry, or this, or whatever they want to fucking. Like I said, it's all about what they dislike when they dislike it.
Yeah.
That's how it's always been,
Yep.
and because people are susceptible to being lazy and not giving shit about things. They don't fucking pay attention, and then guess what they get? They get exactly what people write about in dystopian novels like 1984 and all that shit.
Yeah. And then they blame anybody else but themselves.
Not only that, but they get that blame becomes directed by the mouthpieces in power,
Yeah.
which makes it all the better. Alright. Time to end that wall's whole career. No more wall. Okay, yeah, I guess that'll work. Yeah, it's just fucking tiresome sometimes.
Yeah.
Listening to fucking self-righteous jackasses talk, and it's like, like, not actually saying anything.
You're not actually saying anything, and it's looking like you're the source of our problems.
Yeah.
And then nobody does anything about it.
Well, yeah, because that actually means taking responsibility for what you caused. And then it's, oh, well, it's just humans are causing this, or, this particular group of people is causing that, and it's like, no, not what's happening.
Yeah.
But if it helps them feel better, they absolve themselves from enough responsibility, then they're okay with it, and they don't care.
Yeah. That's how it always goes. Actually, amusingly, on I guess, somewhat similar note, not as political though. Apparently, there's a chick on YouTube who does videos of her eating uh, sea creatures alive. Like she
The
kills.
Asian chick?
Yeah, the Asian chick.
That's just kind of weird. Man. I don't
I,
really give a fuck about it.
yeah, I was watching Moist Critical talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like going on a tirade about it, and then I actually saw the clips he was showing. I was like, okay, I mean, it's not that bad.
It's not bad. It's just
I
weird.
agree that it probably shouldn't be on YouTube, just in the sense that it does seem minorly
I mean,
like it violates some of the TOS, but
I don't think it would violate anything, honestly. She's just fucking eating squid and shit. So that's
yeah,
not really what
not
matters.
really that bad. Of course, it also depends on the argument you're going for. Like, to me, it's like, I mean, it's not any worse than they would get in the wild. But to him, it's like, oh, these things are sentient, and to some degree, like, octopuses are supposed to be as smart as dolphins. It's like, they're just getting eaten.
Yeah, and why do I give a fuck about that?
Exactly. If anything, she's screwing herself. The meat would probably be better if they weren't scared shitless. Maybe. I don't know if that works the same way with fish or not.
Ah, fuck. I mean, yeah, they still have hormones.
Yeah.
It's not like they're less alive. So, I mean, yeah. But it's not exactly the same thing. It's just like I said, it has more to do with the fact that I think people are squeamish about it, and so they want it to stop because, of course,
Yeah.
if it makes them uncomfortable, then it has to be stopped.
Yeah.
Because I can't deal with being uncomfortable. I think it's stupid.
Yeah,
Like
like,
why any like it's not entertainment. Like if you're entertained by it, like I
oh
don't know,
yeah.
I really don't know what to say. You're just watching somebody eat a fucking animal. It's not.
Yeah, there's nothing entertaining about that. I don't know why people watch it at all, but yeah, I guess I guess there are people out there that enjoy keys being dangled in front of them still.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is, isn't it? You're
Yeah.
quite literally watching somebody fucking eat.
I will say it's not as bad as that one guy I see floating around. Was it Nikocado? That guy's just disgusting.
I have no idea who the fuck that is. I really don't care either, honestly. It's just one of those fucking things. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't understand how people are so entertained by it.
Exactly. Like,
Like, if you are, I don't give a fuck, but
what's amusing about watching somebody eat?
I don't know. I mean, I watch some dumb shit sometimes, don't get me wrong. And like I said, I really don't honestly care. I could not care less what people want to fucking watch. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a fucking video.
Yeah. The only time they're wasting is their own. So I mean, it's not a big deal what they're choosing to
Yeah,
watch.
I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. Again, I don't care what you get entertained by, as long as there's no children involved and it's not, like, it's nothing sexual, obviously,
Yeah.
in that regard. Like, I don't care.
As long as you ain't hurting anybody but yourself.
Pretty much.
That's all I really care about. Like, if you want to hurt yourself, that's your choice. But
Yeah,
as long as
I'm
you're not
very
dragging other
libertarian
people,
when it comes to that.
yeah, as long as you're not dragging other people into it, I don't really give a shit. Do whatever you want to yourself.
Or like, I mean, if they agree to it,
Or if they agree to it, yeah, I guess
and it's legal.
that's consent. Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, I just don't really give a shit. It's just, I mean, this goes both ways. I don't give a shit for the people that find it, they're like appalled by it and want it gone, and I don't really give a shit about the people that find it entertaining. Like, it's, again, I think it's weird.
Yeah.
I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, to be so fucking dogmatic about it wastes more of my time than it does theirs, and they don't give a fuck if I'm mad or not, because it's what they enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would they be mad? Just like, why the fuck should I be mad? Like, it's just,
It's just octopus.
yeah, pretty much. I can guarantee the same people that fucking watch, like, that have seen her videos and are fucking all shitty about it, have also seen The Boys on Amazon, and have seen the scene where the fucking deep eats the fucking octopus who was his friend, and they're fine with it just because it was CPI.
Yeah.
I like they're grossed out by it, probably, some of them don't give a shit, like, they're apathetic that happens on YouTube, and it's, oh, but it's a living, breathing thing, like, yeah, sure. So's a plant, I mean, you're not making a fucking case for anything.
Yeah. You eat tree nuts, so you're eating basically seeds. That's basically eating babies for plants.
It's plant jizz.
Yeah. Nobody complains about that though.
because they like it.
I suppose somebody has to.
It's like the sloppy swish. People see it and they like it. No, but in all seriousness, on that matter, yeah, no, plants are. I mean, they're living, they're breathing, they have complex nervous systems. Like they communicate with each other. They're, as far as they're aware, they are alive. Like it's very little awareness, but they are alive to themselves.
Yeah.
And if, we're really all about self-identification, then grass identifies as alive. So why the fuck are you, or why is anybody upset about this fucking octopus or any other animal, but they're not upset about the grass? Like, it's,
Yeah.
as far as it knows, it is alive
Yeah,
and identifies as alive.
it's done.
So,
No matter what you're choosing to eat, you're having to kill something so that it can be eaten. Whether you kill
yes,
it in the act of eating it or beforehand, it still has to die to be eaten.
yeah, or it'll die in the pro. Like, there's really very few things on the planet that you can eat that will die when you eat them.
Yeah.
Like certain bacteria, obviously they don't die.
Yeah. But then there's no
But I
sustenance
mean,
there.
yeah, it's a lot of dumb shit being thrown around for no reason. It
Yeah.
just doesn't.
More stupid people being
I think
stupid.
that the biggest thing is that I don't understand why anybody cares so much.
Yeah.
So here's one. I guarantee you that nobody fucking bitched about it when that fucking chick ate the gooey duck,
But what?
right? The gooey duck. It's a type of oyster,
Oh, I see.
but it looks like a cock. I guarantee you, people were more concerned with the fact that it looked like a cock and how, oh, she's biting into it, than they were about the fact that, oh, well, it's a living, breathing creature that she just
Yeah.
fucking killed for entertainment.
You see, nobody says jack shit about killing things like flies or pest animals. Well, some people do, but those people are fucking annoying.
Yeah, I mean, there's some religious sections like in India, for example, that they do. Like, in
Yeah.
fact, their religion requires them to wear face masks so that they can't accidentally swallow bugs, even though they don't realize that you swallow bugs in your sleep.
Yeah.
Like, nobody really realizes that. Like, how many fucking bugs you eat every fucking day, every year, how many bugs you eat. Like, you eat a fuck ton of bugs.
Oh yeah. Bugs and spiders and shit.
Like, you can't get away, you really can't get away from eating living shit.
Yeah.
You can try and be self-righteous about it, but you're not actually getting away from it. It's a different type of living shit that you're eating, and it's different levels of beneficence, right? Like, I can get a lot of minerals from eating vegetables, but I can also get a lot of protein and a lot of other vitamins from eating meat.
Yeah.
It's just a trade-off of what exactly you're trying to get at that time. That's really how I look at it. Like, I'm not, if I'm trying to get a specific thing out of my food, then I'm gonna eat that food. Now, I do enjoy vegetables, so it's not like I'm like, oh no, fucking vegetarian. I'm
Yeah.
definitely not an all meat diet person. It's just,
I feel like
again,
that.
it's just different utility.
Yeah. I feel like all meat wouldn't be very good for your diet, anyways.
I mean, there's benefits to all meat, but you can't just do it for long periods of time because you're just gonna fuck yourself up.
Yeah, like I think you would miss out on a lot of other vitamins and shit.
But yeah, that's what I was making the point with that. Like, it's different utility, so it's gonna be
Yeah.
a different thing. Um, okay, who the fuck is still here? Because I've killed this entire map and there's nobody around. We're about to find out. Oh, yeah, he is. Nope, he's not the only one. And actually, speaking of, food science is actually incredibly interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people really realize exactly how interesting, like the exact requirements for the human digestive tract really are.
Yeah. A lot of nuanced things to it.
Really nuanced. Like, there's really only a few basic things that are required, like dietary wise, but those few things have a lot more complexity to them.
Well, it's like with milk. Aren't people supposed to? I remember hearing something. It was like humans stop producing the chemical needed to break down lactose or something at a certain age, or as they get older. It was something like that.
In certain populations, yeah,
In certain populations, yeah, that's what it was.
like 2/3 of the planet are lactose intolerant, like after childhood.
Yeah.
A
I feel,
large majority of people
I think they miss
that
out. Milk tastes
consume
good.
dairy. Oh yeah, milk is delicious, but like it physically makes them sick to like
Yeah.
drink it, so or consume dairy products. It just kind of depends on where the genetic pool comes from.
Yeah.
I think a majority of people that can consume milk are from Europe, but usually I think it's like outside of Europe, it's like the Near East, um, like northeastern Africa, and like southwestern Asia.
Yeah.
Which makes sense if you think about it, because that's the historical range of like Indo-Europeans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do with this one. Hostages must survive or be rescued. Rescue weed. see what we can do.
That's funny. When you got
What's
when you got that laptop, the weather on this one changed to Georgia.
Oh, is that why you're saying you can see my weather now?
Yeah, I can actually, or close to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably thinks that because I signed in with this one here that
Yeah,
I
probably
have both. I mean, that doesn't really
linked
make
accounts.
sense.
I think it's just because of the account, because if they both use Windows, it's just linking the.
Well, it's the same account.
Yeah, it's the same account, so it's just linking the two together through the account.
That's funny though.
Yeah. Because I remember sitting down to stream and I was like, there's no fucking way it's 80 degrees. And then I looked at it and it was like, oh, Georgia. 80 degrees, 99% humidity.
Ugh. Yeah, no, that's the thing. 80 degrees, but 99%
Yeah,
fucking humidity.
it's the
Still not
humidity that
fucking
gets you.
cool. Like, yeah, sweet, it's 80 degrees, but then you fucking go outside and it feels like you're wrapped in a hot, wet towel.
Yeah.
And it's being wrapped over your head, so you have to breathe through it. And then the person holding the towel over your head proceeds to skull fuck you. Like his name is Reese.
Yeah. No, the worst it's been here is it's supposed to. It was supposed to hit 115 sometime this week, but it only got 113.
Yeah, only 113.
Yeah. Only 2 degrees
Lucky
off.
you. How do we want to proceed with this? Okay. You're gonna go across here. And that way. That second is weird. He's gonna go 5 slide. Here. Follow that bitch. Okay. That is now the good. Now time to move the next people forward. Alright, Steve Earl. Do your shit.
Steve Earle.
Yeah, that's what I named my machine gunner. He doesn't need Copperhead Road. Well, actually, you know what? That's fitting. Because the bullets are copperheaded.
Huh. Interesting.
I was gonna make a joke about brass instead, but yeah, Copperhead Road. Jesus, these terrorists just want to fucking die, don't they? I had 3 of them running out of like one building, and they were directly in the middle of the crossfire, just like running straight out, no cover, AK's up. Like, yeah, that's a good way to just fucking straight up die.
Yep.
Like, that's not even like a half a chance. It's just like, eh, you know, I've lived in that life. I can die peacefully.
It's like, yeah, you might miss a couple bullets, but you'll catch most of them.
Yeah, with your face.
Yeah.
Shoot him, shoot him. There we go. Steve Earle got injured. He's okay though. He took down the target. It's all to find the fucking hostages though.
I'm sure they're lying in a puddle somewhere.
I can see one on the map. He's in a room locked up by himself. That didn't have the effect that I hoped it would, but here we are. Okay, moving him here, moving her there.
It'd be an interesting thing to hear. It's like, oh, where are the hostages? Oh, they're lying in a puddle somewhere. It might be a puddle of piss, it might be a puddle of blood, but they're lying in a puddle.
Turns out it was a puddle of their own organs. Alright. He's the only one with a wall breach, so he needs to move up.
Or it's like, there's one, like, gym thing I've been seeing go around. The saying, there's gonna be a needle in my future. It might be ink, it might be Tren, it might be heroin, but there's gonna be a needle.
It's bad.
Yeah. That's kind of how all that goes, though, huh? At least on that side of things.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I'm sure gyms around here are like that, but it's also the military. You can't really take drugs.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's still people that do though.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I would not be
1,000%.
surprised at all.
They're fucking. Just fucking munching down Tren, taking it like it's fucking insulin.
Yeah.
Just imagine fucking Wilford Brimley with his diabetes ads fucking shooting up Tren. Like, are those roids? No, it's for my diabetes. Okay, sure.
Could be worse. It could be like some of the bodybuilders in Brazil, where like they're, I don't know what it is they're pumping with, but it's some kind of like oil or something. But they apply it really idiotically, so it's like their biceps are like twice the size of their head, but everything else is skinny.
Yeah, see, I don't get that kind of bodybuilding, man.
That's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's ugly as fuck. Not gonna win you no competition. It just looks dumb.
Yeah, like I said, I don't fucking understand. We actually do have a guy here in the pizza.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Kind of interesting. That room is big. I guess so. Alright. And they're just gonna move up something. Because they're doing things that. You weren't supposed to move there. Okay, bud.
Also, apparently, now I'm sure you've heard of Travis Scott.
Like the burger.
Yeah. Apparently,
I've heard of the burger.
well, apparently, his I guess at one of his concerts, a bunch of people fucking died.
I may have actually heard about that happening.
Yeah, I guess like something like 300 people were injured and like 10 people died. And he didn't seem to give a fuck about it.
I mean, all they are money pigs. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? I mean, what can you really say? Honestly, like, I hate that whole like. What are they expected to say? They didn't know the people. Like, yeah, is it unfortunate? Sure, but how do they express that?
Well, also from the sound of it, it sounded like this happened because they formed a giant mosh pit. So I don't get how that's that guy's fault. That they were dumb enough to form a giant mosh pit.
Oh well, he should know, or he shouldn't have dumped it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Media will come up with anything for any reason to create a fucking scandal because it creates interest in whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
Yep.
It's retarded.
They'll always find something to bitch about to run up the views.
But it works.
Yeah, that's the downside.
That's the thing, is that it fucking works. Alright, well, that hostage is secure. I have saved the day for him. His life, it is not in danger no more. At least, bulletly speaking, you could see medically in danger. I mean, it's happened plenty of times where there'll be a hostage rescue, and the hostage ends up dying from some fucking infection or some shit.
Yeah.
It's not like in most third world countries where like hostages, they're really worried about water contamination and shit like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of water, I'm going to have some meal. Me oh my. Oh, the bitch. There we go. Stop. Or I might actually go grab a Coke from the vending machine. That must be a thing I do. I don't know. Maybe I flip a ton.
I do like that the game allows you to ski in the desert. I think it's amusing.
I bet your fucking skis really like it.
I mean, they're just wood
like,
planks.
Dad is taking us out again. And then you get on the sand like, my face! I imagine all skis have personality. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, though, specifically.
That'd be fucking great.
Hi, let's ski here. It's like, well, wouldn't it be sad if, like, we just pigeon-toed for a second? Ooh, oh dear. So sorry. Those can go back then. That looks so ridiculous, man. not even that you're skiing in the desert, it's the fact that you're dressed like you're fucking in the mountains.
Skiing with 2 fucking wooden stakes and a couple of sticks. Dressed like I'm in the snow. Going fucking 15 miles an hour.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. Nope.
Now you are pancake. Oh yay, time for this one again. Because this one doesn't fucking suck at all. Just kidding, it actually does very bad. How do I want to go about this one? Actually, my last plan I remember almost worked except for the fact they threw a grenade and I didn't move fast enough to get away from them. Otherwise, I think they survived. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Steve Earle is on the job. And so is Timothy J. Bond. Yes, that is in fact his name. Timothy J. Bond. See, what happened was, there was a character, so you can rename, the characters come with names. But you can rename them, obviously. And his name was Bondin. And I wanted to give everybody first and last names. So, I made him Timothy J. Bond. J, obviously, can be for the James. And then Timothy is actually for one of the very specific James Bond. Whose last name I'm currently blanking on at the moment. He was in Hot Fuzz. I just don't remember his name right now. But that's all. I remember him. Kind of. Not really. Oh boy. Oh shit. Why do you keep doing that thing? I don't like that thing that you do. You go there. You go there. As far as I can go. You go there. You can go there. You go there. And perhaps I put third person on the other side, I don't know.
Ooh, third person.
Maybe person who blows thing up, I put him over there. Maybe I put him over here, who could blow up something else. Maybe. No. But maybe. Perhaps. No, I don't. We give him this guy. There we go. This is the plan. Which is I love when come together.
The A team, but everybody's Russian.
Not even Russian, like just Chechen. Or would it be funny even better if they're actually Tunisian?
Or he's Russian, but Mr. T is Chinese.
Okay. Hang on. Yeah, so Mr. T can be Chinese. Hannibal would have to be Tunisian though, because it'd be fitting to be from Carthage.
Yeah.
Face would be the Chechen. Because Face is supposed to be the handsome one, right? So he'd be like the the Euro trash dude who thinks he's fucking better than everybody.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fitting. And their pilot would be Indian.
Yeah, that'd make for a great fucking show.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. That would be fucking great. Just like, then they're not. See, it's not even like they're the B team. They're the C team.
Yeah.
Although actually, I could think that you know what would also be kind of funny because the A team, like, they're supposed to be like this elite group. I could actually see like the B team being like a fucking vet TV show, or it's like they're an ODB and they're constantly like fucking being shit on, and like just always fucking mad at the ODA because the ODA is always getting fucking like recognition for everything because they're the ones that actually go down and kick doors and shit.
Yeah.
I could see that being a thing. It would be kind of like it would be cheesy though because that's kind of what the vet TV does. 'Cause they're kind of cheesy with it.
Yeah.
Do you don't know if I can. Put a slap card on. Yes, I can.
I suppose it would
Putting
be
on slapping.
better than some other things on TV, though.
No, I agree. It's just it would be a little bit hokey because like that's just been. Some
That's
of
just
the
what they
shows.
do, yeah.
It's not what they do. It's just like I said, some of their content has just been like that.
Yeah.
Some of it's like some of their shows are good.
Yeah.
Like they have one called Checkpoint Charlie. Checkpoint Charlie is fucking hilarious. But there's only like a couple that I actually like. Explosion. And everybody dead. Time to penetrate the building. And I mean that in the most vulgar way possible. Shoot him. He's dead. Okay, you can open the gate now, you're fine. Open. There you go. He has healed up you. We'll move forward. Good. Okay. Now we want to do the enter. On this side. Make sure check center place. And then just check the side. There we go. Nope, you fuck me over, that's what you do. I need to put, nope, click on to you. You follow in that. It looks straight forward to the hole. You're shooting. You must do the shootings. And you're going to do the explodings. Well, okay, that was success.
Woo! Success! That's rare nowadays.
Especially for military organizations. Not naming any names here.
Yeah, I saw a video. I didn't watch it, but it popped up. I guess some people are going on rants as to, oh, the military's in trouble. They can't recruit anybody anymore. Nobody wants to join. It's like, I think it's just because people are lazy right now.
People, yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, people are lazy, people are unmotivated, and people don't. There's no patriotic bullshit going on to make people want to fucking join. Like, why
Yeah,
would you want to join? Especially the people that, so the people that usually join are being labeled as terrorists and as fucking
yeah,
extremists, and they're like, they're actively being attacked in the mainstream. Like, why would they want to fucking join an organization that would vet them based off of what they find entertaining, and
exactly.
based off the fact that they actually agree with the document that binds those organizations together to actually make them like it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, no shit, they're not gonna want to fucking join. That'd be like if you were Jewish in fucking 1934 in Germany,
Yeah.
and some dude named Hans comes up. Oh, Wilhelm, why don't you want to join the Wehrmacht? Probably because they want to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
They put you in the ghettos and gave you a place to live for free. Aren't you so grateful for their hospitality? Like, no, fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, it's just, and they're throwing money at the problem. Like, that's gonna actually solve anything. Because here's the thing: the other half of the people that there are, the half that aren't being fucking targeted because they enjoy fucking edgy, dark comedy that is also has to do with like fucking Revolutionary War shit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so that's like half the equation. Right? So the other half are just people in general who need benefits, right? Or who
Yeah.
want benefits, but they're not willing to put up with the bullshit because there's a lot of fucking bullshit, man. They're really just, it's just a fact. There's a lot of fucking bullshit. It's really unnecessary. It's very bureaucratic, and they don't want to put up with it.
Yeah.
Which, congratulations for them. Like, that's good of them to do. And on top of that, while they might need or want the benefits, they don't have to join the military to get the benefits.
Really?
Like, at this point in time, like, yeah, they don't really have to join the military to get benefits.
Huh.
Like, they can get other government benefits. Like, there just isn't a need for them to join to get welfare, basically.
Yeah. Not enough incentive.
It's not even just that it's enough incentive. There's really no reason.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason a lot of people join is because of benefits. It's like, you do realize you get a lot of the same fucking benefits elsewhere, right? Like, without all this stupid shit. And they're realizing that. So, there's your main pool, and then the secondary pool, the pool of people who very few of them actually join because they're fucking, I mean, to be fair, bottom dwellers. They're not going to join because they are just shitty people.
Yeah. There's that too.
And the vast majority of people just don't need to join the military because they have civilian jobs and are generally comfortable with their lives. So there's just all these different fucking reasons why it's just not happening.
Yeah. Like it's not
But
hard to.
the biggest one is because the people that would consider themselves patriots that would usually be the ones joining the military are actively being attacked by the fucking DoD because they believe in the Constitution or because they believe in specific parts of the Constitution that the government currently is not happy with,
Yeah.
like the big shooty,
Yeah.
which is what I'm gonna start calling it instead of the Second Amendment. It's the big shooty. The grande boom boom.
Yeah.
Drag, or not drag, flashbang into room. Come in, shoot person, Nick dead. Ah, shit! Good thing there's nobody there. I don't know what the fuck he's shooting at. How to go about? My friend, do you want to be sneak attacked? Because you're about to get sneak attacked. Exit window. Oh shit! Never mind, he did. Back through window before someone shoots me behind. Well, anyway, that room is now clear.
Whoa, clear!
Successfully clear a room without to get shot. I mean, technically I still haven't done it, but...
Yeah. Also, I'm curious, because I'm probably not the only one. Have you been getting fucking, like, non-stop bullshit about, what is it, She-Hulk? On YouTube? Whenever you're on?
I wouldn't say non-stop, but I've seen a couple videos come up.
I've been seeing, like, fucking 100. It's like, I don't fucking care! I've never once clicked on one.
She-Hulk was working with Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, I haven't watched them either, but they still show up occasionally.
Like, this is just, like, video after video all about the same shit, like, oh, terrible show, terrible character, it's more Disney being bullshit. It's like, I figured. I don't need to see 100 videos.
Well, you can't watch it anyway.
Yeah, I can't watch it anyways. Even if I wanted to watch it, and I don't. It doesn't interest me. I think
Well, technically you have my Disney Plus account on that computer, but...
I mean,
like, still, the point remains.
yeah. It's like, I don't even watch that shit. She's not even one of the characters I'm even partially interested in. I forget she exists.
Yeah, I think most people kind of forgot She-Hulk existed after the fucking mid-90s.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not a priority. She-Hulk has never been a priority for fucking creators until recently, and it's only because of fucking PC bullshit.
Yeah. I just always viewed it as like she's basically Marvel's version of Supergirl. It's just worthless. It's like, hey, let's take this overpowered character and make it female. And see if that grabs anyone. It's like, no, it's just dumb.
I mean, I wouldn't say like it's the Supergirl, because it's like, I mean, I really don't give a fuck either way. I don't. Wait, are you talking about the show or are you talking about the character in general?
The character in general.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really give a shit. It just doesn't mean it doesn't. Yeah, I don't care. It just has no bearing on my life at all.
Yeah.
All I can really say on the matter is like if they wanted fucking strong female characters, they went about it all wrong.
Yeah.
Like with the show wise, I don't really give a fuck comic wise. Like, I've never read She-Hulk in my entire fucking life. I've hardly even read regular Hulk. Like it doesn't matter to me. Not to say that I don't read comics or haven't read comics. I used to read comics pretty often, particularly the Scooby comics.
I didn't even know they had those.
Yeah, Scooby comics are great. Adventures of Scooby and the Mystery Gang. And I also used to read like old ass fucking DC and Marvel, like really old, like 80s old. but I still have them somewhere. But again, it's not something that I really occupy my time with anymore. And even if I did, it's just more bullshit that people come up with to complain or to feel like they have some kind of relevancy.
Yeah.
And that goes both ways, both for the people that are like, oh, She-Hulk is great and you should blah 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 because feminism. And then also that goes for the people that are like, well, She-Hulk is shitty and she's just a fucking feminist icon for the sake of feminism and blah 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 blah. And like, I've never been laid in my whole life because that's all people care about is if you fuck someone or not.
Yeah.
Like, how about you just fucking mind your business? Like, it's just a lot of bullshit that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's...
The end answer is do what the rest of us are doing. If you don't like it or don't care, don't watch.
Yeah. 100%. That's just a thing that people don't seem to be able to do anymore.
Yeah.
Like, just... it's just fucking irritating. Like, just ignore it. Like, no one cares if you're fucking mad about it or not. Like, just like nobody cares if you fucking watch it or not, and nobody cares if you enjoyed it or not, and all, like, just so many fucking things. Like, it's just, it really doesn't fucking matter. Well, I mean, actually, there are some people that do care. Because if you don't watch it, then you're a sexist and you hate women.
Yeah.
Or if you do watch it, you're a liberal and you like that PC bullshit and you like to suck tranny cock. Which, I mean, both of those things are probably true for somebody. Like, the possibilities are endless. It's just,
Yeah.
it really just doesn't matter. See, what if there was somebody who watched it that sucks tranny cock and hates women?
Yeah.
Just like that Norm Macdonald sketch. Now you don't know what you mad at.
Yeah.
For people who are probably upset by that joke, the math was done by a woman. Now you don't know what you mad at. Just kidding, we don't hire.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that sketch, by the way?
I don't think so. It sounds vaguely familiar.
Like, basically, what the sketch is about is talking about in a poll, people think that women are responsible for most fender benders, and another percentage of people think men cause the most fatal accidents. And then he adds the numbers together and he's like, which comes out to 112%, which obviously is not correct. But that math was done by whatever. And yeah, it's just. Yeah, no, that's an old school sketch, but it's pretty good. Or no, it's the math was done by a woman. He says that for everyone who's upset by that joke was written by a woman. And then he says at the very end, just kidding, no wonder.
Yeah.
My friend, why are you shooting? There is no one here for you to shoot, my friend. Slowly open the door. Throw in a frag grenade. Or not a frag grenade. God damn it, I keep saying frag grenade. It's a fucking flashbang. Move up some soldiers. Shoot through the door. You are just going to die, my friend. Okay, you got my good. Goodbye. Yeah, no, She-Hulk, never watched it. Probably never going to watch it. I don't really give a fuck if it's good or not. I don't care about any opinions on the show. She-Hulk can torque with Megan Thee Stallion all she wants, and they can make Hulk a bitch if they want to. They've made Hulk a bitch for like the past 12 fucking movies. I don't see why people are fucking touched about it now.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, like, the only well-written female character in the entire series was Black Widow. They both killed her off, and then in, like, their fucking huge feminist scene, didn't even include her in it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they killed her, but...
That's their fault more than anything.
Exactly. And then the other best written female character, they just fucking turned into a monster, and then made her kill herself instead of giving her any kind of redeeming story.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they gave her a shitty fucking ending where they wrote her to basically victimize herself, blame everybody else about it, and so I don't know if you've seen Doctor Strange, the new one.
I have not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I didn't think it was a terrible movie. A lot of people think it's a shitty movie. I just think that they poorly wrote the Scarlet Witch for this one.
I mean, that wouldn't be
I think the way
surprising.
they ended it. I think the way they ended it was dumb. I think the way they wrote Doctor Strange was dumb. Like the way they wrote him himself was kind of dumb. People give the new Thor: Love and Thunder movie shit. I think it's kind of like I liked it. It's very much true to form to what they've been doing for the last several Thor movies. Like it's not out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
And like I said, it wasn't a bad movie either. It was a little goofy at certain parts where I don't think it should have been goofy. And see, here's the thing: the first Thor movie had Thor written. Well, actually, the first two had Thor written the way he should have been written, in my opinion. The problem is that version of Thor just wasn't popular. So they're doing what was popular for the audience.
Yeah.
And what the audience basically, I mean, in reality, if you think about it, what the audience wants is a Homer Simpson character.
Yeah, which is kind of dumb.
That's,
They can just go watch
really
Homer Simpson.
Yes, what they want every character to be Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
He's lovable, he's goofy, he's dumb, but he can make poignant, or he can be poignant in certain situations.
Yeah.
And really, people don't give a fuck about the writing in general anyway. They want like, as long as the story makes enough sense, just passing over it, and there's decent action in it, nobody cares.
It's like NASCAR. As long as it's easy to follow drunk, you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's not wrong.
Yeah.
I give NASCAR a little more credit than that.
A little, yeah. It deserves a bit more credit than that, but
Not much.
not much.
Not much.
You ever see those ads for NASCAR where the drivers are like trying to show how, like, I don't know if they still do this. This was a while ago I saw these, but like the drivers would be like doing like really intense looking workouts during these ads while they were talking about NASCAR. Basically trying to show that, like, oh, you know, our NASCAR drivers have to be athletes to drive these. Like, I get that you have to fight the car, but I don't think you have to
No, I mean, to be honest, those dudes are actually really fucking fit, man.
Oh, like, yeah, like, nothing wrong with that. I just don't know if it's
just
necessarily because they're drivers they have to be that fit.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically hobby athletics, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's definitely a lot of muscular strain too because you're in the car for so long, right? And there's all that shit. But it's like before this era of NASCAR, cars were going pretty near just as fast, and dudes weren't anywhere near as fit. Like NASCAR quite literally started as a bunch of fucking country hicks who just needed to run moonshine through the woods,
Yeah.
which is like the only thing I like about Cars 3 is the fact that they include like moonshine runners in the movie, and like the idea of NASCAR is what it was, which was quite literally dudes who would take their fucking Model A's and put a bunch of upgraded parts on that shit and just run through the woods with no lights on for running away from cops with like a fucking 100 gallons of moonshine on them. Get
Yeah.
away and then sell that shit. Like, see, that's a good story to me.
Yeah.
Now, Cars 3 itself, I don't think was a great story, but
I didn't even know they made a third one.
yeah, they did. But I like that inclusion because it's the truth. Not only is it the truth, but it's the truth that I'm quite fond of. That right there, whenever I hear the song by Childish Gambino, "This Is America," that's fucking moonshine.
Yeah.
I think of people peacefully putting large displacement engines with high amounts of power in their cars, throwing a bunch of fucking drinkable explosive liquids in the back of their car, and fucking running from cops. Yeah, I'm probably on that list of what the DoD considered extremists.
I think all of us are.
Come to think of it, yeah, the difference is that I fall into the extremists. I actually like DoD.
Whereas we all just like it in passing.
Well, that's not saying. I'm just saying that I'm probably on a list because I work for that organization.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'd like to think that I'd have been moonshine in past life. I would go get like a like a Chevy 419 Royal Mail edition. You'd think it was such a quaint little church car from like the 1920s. And then the moonshine come out, and the fucking thing would run away, and it just disappear.
Yeah.
I still think okay, so there's honestly so one of the coolest stories that I'm actually is so the border for international between international waters and sovereign waters used to be a lot shorter than it is now.
Yeah.
And the reason for it is because there was a moonshiner who bought a decommissioned can't remember if it was a cargo vessel or if it was an actual naval vessel. But he would quite literally have sea battles with the fucking Coast Guard
That's
and
fucking
police and the
awesome.
fucking and like the IRS and shit. So what they did is they made the border for international waters further out. So what he would do is he would just run around in the international water, like at the edge of international waters, like scouting areas where they were in high patrol, and then he would like sweep around from the north and come back down and get into these boat battles, and he'd fucking have people just basically offload and disappear onto the coast, and that was how he got his products in. He wasn't technically a moonshiner, so what he was doing is he's actually collecting imported alcohol from Bermuda and down in Cuba and stuff like that, and he was running it back up here, so he was just actually running alcohol from Europe.
Shit.
But it's still fucking cool as shit.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And it's like you gotta respect the ingenuity of people. Yeah, that's one of my favorite stories. It's also one that people don't really realize is that, like, you know how this whole thing with the IRS has been coming up here recently?
Yeah.
So what people don't really realize is the IRS was invented quite literally to run down people that were making moonshine.
Really?
Yeah,
Shit.
because they were basically violating tax laws, essentially.
Hmm.
At least that's how it was submitted. They were also supposed to pursue people who were breaking or who were owning things that were on the NFA list because those were also taxable items.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's quite literally what they're invented for. Like there's still like actual badges out there, like in museums and shit, that belong to IRS agents.
Cool.
But yeah, no, they're law enforcement. They're not like they're not just a tax. They're not a tax revenue agency as such. They're law enforcement officers,
Yeah.
just for a different type of law. But like all those famous pictures that you see of like moonshine being dumped in the streets, those were IRS agents that were overseeing that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So it's just I don't understand why it's so surprising to people now that this is a thing. Like it's always been a thing. It's always been what their job was. It's just that they were tasked for uh, excising taxes instead of like actually enforcing the law, and it just seems like they're being retasked to do their original job, which I'm not a fan of. It's not to say that; it's just to say that like this is what their original purpose was. It's
Yeah.
not surprising at all that this is happening. And if anyone is surprised, they're fucking retarded and haven't been paying attention like the past fucking. I mean, you could say this goes back a lot more than 10 years, but I'll just say 10 years.
Yeah.
Like it's been a thing for a long time. Move you there. You're gonna break that window. Shoot past him. Kill those fuckers. There you go. There you go.
Anywho,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call this here because I gotta go do stuff. Gotta go
Go
give
feed
it.
some shoop.
I gotta go give a dog medicine.
Fun.
Yeah. All because the I
Wait,
got
what? No. No.
all because the maid can't do
Somebody,
it.
somebody died. God damn it. Yeah. Well, if you want to get on later, something obviously not streaming, but if you want to get on later for something else, I'll probably still fucking be here.
Yeah, maybe.
Just let me know. All right. Talk to you later.